So if you see here, I am inserting certain records into this table employees file. Okay. So if you observe here, when I am inserting certain records, what things I should mention here? I should give employee ID, value of employee ID. I should give first name, last name, salary, departments. But if you see here, nowhere I am giving employee ID. I am giving only first name, last name, salary, and department. Why? Why like that?
Auto incremental will
Yes, if you see here, we have auto increment. No need of give that one. It will take one, two, three, four, something like that. Automatically, it will get increment. Yes, that is what auto increment is. Okay. So let us insert the records into this employees table 5. Right. So we had inserted the record successfully. Now select star for from employees. Select star from employees 5. Select it. Right. See. So if you see here, see this column employee ID, we have auto increment. So that is the reason 1, 2, 3, 4 automatically it has taken. So employee ID 1, first name John, last name Dio, salary 50,000, department HR, second employee Jane Smith. We have different employee IT department, HR, finance, IT, HR and all. So certain records are there. Insert into this table employees file. Okay. So certain records are there inserted into this table employee file. So now what I'm doing, I'm creating a procedure. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a procedure for raise in the salary. So to raise in the salary. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a procedure for raise in the salary. Okay. So run that one. So create procedure. Name of the procedure is give raise. In department varchar, in raise decimal. So set salary equal to salary plus raise, where department equal to department. Okay. So I'm writing a procedure. So this is a procedure, guys. So what I'm doing, I'm writing a procedure. So I'm writing a procedure to increase the salary automatically. Okay. So create a procedure. This is give raise is the name of the procedure. Okay. And update employees 5. Okay. But anyway, I will tell you. So run this procedure. So I had run that procedure. You can see the procedures here also, stored procedures. As if now there are no procedures. If you see here, come here, you can see the procedures over here also. If you see stored procedures, as if now we don't have procedure. But just now what we had written a procedure, stored procedure with the name QRace. The stored procedure with the name QRace. So refresh that one and come here. So see, you can see that procedure QRace. You can see that procedure give rise now. Okay. So I had written a procedure. So what is the use of this procedure? Okay. So what is the use of this procedure? So what I'm doing, when you create a procedure, what you have to do, you have to call that procedure. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to call that procedure. So call give rise, call give rise IT comma 2000. So Q rise IT comma 2000. So select star from employees 5. Let us see. What I will do is select star from employees 5. Select star from employees 5. Right. See. If you see IT department, who are the who are the people we have? We have this record, second record, Jane Smith, salary 60,000 IT department. Then we have Emily Davis, salary 65,000, belongs to IT department. So we have two people. See, this person's salary is 60,000, belongs to IT department. This person's salary is 65,000, belongs to IT department. Okay. So what I did is here is I had written a procedure. So what I had done, I had written a procedure saying that set salary equal to salary plus raise. Okay, so give raise in department varchar, in raise decimals, set salary equal to salary plus raise, where department ID is DPT. And also what I'm doing when I create a procedure, I am calling that procedure. What I'm doing when I create a procedure, I am calling that procedure. Okay. See, what is my intention is, guys, what I'm doing is what is the main use of stored procedure is here I am mentioning IT department, okay, department, and I am just mentioning something 2000. So what is this 2000? Previously, if you see IT department, there are two people. One person is getting a salary of 60,000. Another person is getting a salary of 65,000. Now, when I call this procedure, see this curage is the name of the procedure. So when you build a procedure, you have to call that procedure. And I'm specifically saying department, IT department, and I am saying the raise. What is the raise? Raise is 2000. That means new salary will be salary plus raise. So now the employee of salary of this person, 60,000 person salary will be 62,000 and this person's salary will be 67,000. Okay. So come here. Let us click on that one. Give raise. Run it. Okay. So give raise. Call give raise. Okay. See here, sometimes when you are running, there would be a problem. What it will say, you are using unsaved update mode, trying to update the table and all. So such type of problem may occur for you, unsafe code and all. In that case, what you do is try to run this part of code, set, okay, SQL safe updates equal to 0. So this what it will do is it will be helpful for you for not encountering that unsafe code error. So run it. Okay. So now try to run it. So it executed successfully. Now select star from employees file. Run it. See. If you see here, now this 62,000 salary, 60,000 salary previously became 62. The 65,000 previously now became 67,000 salary. Okay. So what we had done, we had just written a procedure. We had written a procedure with the name QRace. Okay. And if you see what is stored procedure, what is the definition of a stored procedure? If you see the definition of a stored procedure, a stored procedure is a pre-compiled collection of one or more SQL statements stored in the database. It can be executed multiple times with different parameters. So first point, it can be executed multiple times with different parameters. Okay. Suppose, for example, you come here. See, if you see this HR department, 50,000 salary. This HR department, 55,000 salary. Suppose I want to increment the HR department salary. So what I do, just come here, say department HR and increment 5,000. Run this code. Now go to select star from employees. Run it. See. Now this HR personal salary became 55,000. This HR person, his salary became 60,000. Okay. No, I don't want this HR person salary to increase 5,000. Okay. I want to decrease it to 10,000. We can decrease that one to 10,000. For example, come here. So this is 55, this is 60. So this time what I'm doing, I'm decreasing to 10,000. So keep a minus over here and just mention 10,000. Okay. So run that one, run it and select star from employees. Correct. See, now this salary became 45,000 and this David salary became 55,000. Okay. Suppose, for example, I want to increment this finance department person. Okay. So, suppose if I want to increase the finance department person salary, so I can increase that finance department. If you see finance, 70,000 salary is there for this person from finance department. So, what I'm doing, I'm increasing it to 10,000. So let us increase it to 10,000. See, his salary is 70,000. I'm increasing it to 10,000, or else let us increase it to 20,000. Okay, so run that one. We had run that one. So go to select star from employees file. See, now his salary, finance person from 70, his salary became 90,000. Okay, so if you go to the definition of stored procedure. So stored procedure is a precompiled collection of SQL statements stored in the database. So we write only once that stored procedure can be executed multiple times. If you see here, we had executed it multiple times. We had executed it multiple times. Multiple times with the different parameters. If you see here, sometimes we are executing with IT department. Sometimes we are executing. Suppose I want to change it to IT department. IT. Okay, so now increase IT department salary to 20,000. So run it. Okay, run it. So IT department salary will be increased to 20,000. See, 82,000, 87,000. Okay, so what we can do, we can execute it multiple times with the different parameters. Yes, we are changing salary number, we are changing department, we are changing with different parameters. Okay, that is one use. Another use, make it powerful automation and encapsulation business logic. So automation, it is an automation, it is doing automatically. So we write a procedure, we are not changing anything in the table and all. Through procedure only we are changing. Okay, just give rise, we are changing in the procedure. It is done automatically. That is one more advantage. And next advantage is encapsulation of the business logic. Okay, so what is encapsulation? Encapsulation means hiding the details. Okay, see, I'm not saying anywhere. I have any inquiry. I'm not saying John's salary. Please increase John's salary to 5,000 or Jane salary to 3,000 and all. I'm not mentioning any name, first name or last name or anything, or even employee ID also I'm not mentioning. I'm just saying the department and the salary, how much it has to raise. So here what I am doing, I am hiding the details. Means like to which employee ID, what is the name of the person and all. Because some people, if a salary hike is given to a person, others may came to know that that person is getting a hike of 10,000 salary, 20,000 salary and all. So here, if I write a procedure and just I call the procedure, that salary hike will be done. So nobody will get the information of the details like whose salary is getting increased, what is his first name, what is his last name, employee ID, and other things. Okay, so this is another use of stored procedure. So what is the another use? Encapsulation of the things are done. Okay, so this is what stored procedure is, guys. Okay, so this is what stored procedure is, and in real term we use this stored procedures n number of times. Okay, so we write lot of procedures. Okay, so stored procedures are very important. So I guess you understand the concepts of stored procedures. Okay. Now let us go to the concepts of triggers. So before we go to the concepts of triggers, let me ask you. So have you understand the concept stored procedures? Ashish, Gitika, Jivita, Meenakshi, Lokesh, Manohar, Puneet, Ramya,
Yes, sir.
Nahel, Sandhya, Shrikant, and all.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Fine. That is what stored procedure is. Now, let us see the next concepts called as triggers. Okay, so triggers. So by definition, if you see what is a trigger is, so this is the definition of a trigger. A trigger is a database object. So if you see, a trigger is a database object that is automatically executed or fired when certain events such as inserting, updating, deleting of records is done in the table. So this is trigger is automatically executed or fired when certain events occur, such as inserting, updating, deleting of the records in a table. Okay. So let us see what is this trigger practically and try to understand what is the trigger is practically. Okay. So for that, what I'm doing first, so let us create a table with the name salary change. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a table with the name salary change. So let us come here. Let us create a table with the name salary change. So come here. I'm creating a table with the name salary change. So create table salary change and all. So this the name of the table is salary change, guys. If you see here, the name of the table is salary changes. It has columns change ID. Okay, it has change ID. It is integer, auto increment, primary key. Next employee ID, old salary, new salary, change date. Foreign key employee ID refers to employees employee ID. So what is this case? To which table it is referring to? Employee ID refers employees ID. Where is this employees ID? So I guess this table, this employees file it might be. So it has employees ID. Yes, it has employees ID. Let us select this. Select star from employee. So we have employee ID, first name, last name, salary, department. Very good. Okay. So this is salary change table. So employees ID 5 it is referring this. Make it as 5. Okay. Run this one. I'm creating a table. So what is a foreign key?
It links one table to another table.
What is a foreign key? It refers to the column
It
of
links
another table, right?
one table to another.
Okay. So if you run this one, so we had created a table with the name salary change. Okay. Now we had created a table with the name salary change. Select star from salary change. Select star from salary changes. All right. So change ID, employee ID, old salary, new salary, change it. So employee ID, this employee ID refers to this table is employees ID is select star from employees file. So so it has employee ID. So that employee ID is referring to this employee ID. Okay. So this table employee ID. Fine. So if you want, you want me to make it separately? I will make it separately. Wait, just a moment. Right. Come here. So this is employees file table. This is employees file table. So this is employees file table. This is select salary changes table. This select salary changes table. So if you observe here, this employee ID, it is referring to foreign key constraint. Okay, so it is referring to this table. This one. Yes, this is referring to this one. Okay, so here we have two tables. Anyway, this is employee 5 and this is salary changes table. So now what shall we do is, After creating the table, I am writing a trigger. So what is the trigger on employee tables 5? I'm writing a trigger. Create trigger log salary changes after update on employees for each row begin if old salary is not equal to new salary. So on the salary we are writing if old salary is not equal to new salary, if old salary, this is old salary. Suppose if it is not equal to the new salary, it is comparing both the salaries, old salary, salary and new salary. Okay. If both are not equal, what it is doing, it is triggering automatically. So it is entering the values like what is the old salary, what is the new salary, and when it has updated and other things, it is creating a log of everything. That is what this trigger is doing. It is creating a log of everything. So let me run this trigger. Okay, let me run this trigger. So trigger, run the trigger. So this the table name is employees 5. So make it employees 5. Okay. We had written a trigger now, guys. So once we have written a trigger, so now if you see select star from employees 5. So select star from employees 5. Select star from employees 5. So we had written a trigger. Right. So this is the salaries. 45,000, 82,000, 90,000, 87, 550,000. So if you see here, we had already copied this one here. So these are the salaries of different employees. So 45, 82, 90, 87, 50 department HR, IT finance HR and all. Okay. Now what I'm doing, so I'm updating employees set salary 72,000 where employee ID equal to 3. Okay. Yeah. So come here. So employees 5 and employee ID equal to 3. So come here. See here, this employee ID 3 is there. This employee ID 3 is there. So here employee ID 3 is there. The salary for this employee ID 3 is 90,000, guys. 90,000. Actually, now it is 90,000. What I'm doing, I'm setting it to 72,000. If you see here, update employees 5, set salary equal to 72,000, where employee ID equal to 3. Okay, let us run this query. Yes, we had run that one. Now select star from employees 5. Run this query. So if you see here 90,000, previously it was 90,000. Now what we did, we had set it to 72,000. We had previously it is 90,000. Now we made it to 72,000. Okay. Now what I'm doing is now select star from salary changes. So for here, write a query. Select star from salary changes. Let us check this table. So previously what is there? Select star from salary changes. If you see here, this is an empty table. We don't have anything previously. Now what we had done, we had changed this salary, employee ID 3 salary to 72,000. So now check this one, what it will show. Select star from salary changes. See, we had a lock. See, we had a lock. What it is saying? employee ID 3, his old salary is 90,000. Now his new salary is 72,000, and this is change date and time. Okay, so here using a trigger. So what is happening when some change is made on a table, we can maintain the changes in a table. So what we write, what we do, we write a trigger. So if you see here, we are writing a trigger. So writing this trigger, what it is doing, it is changing, it is saving all the changes what we had done in a table. So whenever a change in the employees table, for example, here update employees file, set salary 72,000 where employee ID is 4. For example, for employee ID 4 also, we are making 72,000. Okay, so for this IMLI, 87,000 is the salary. We are making it to 72,000. Okay, so run it. Okay, now select start from salary changes. Let's see here. So that employee ID for old salary is 87,000, new salary is set to 72,000, and the date also it is coming. Okay. So if you see here, what is triggers? A trigger is a database object that is automatically executed or filed when certain events such as insert, update, delete the records is done in the table. So not only here, we are only updating the salary. Okay. So not only update and all, we if any deletion is done, any insertion of new records is done in the table, all can be a what to say monitored or automatically when some change is done on a table, we can find that information. Okay, so that is what this triggers will do. Okay. So what is trigger? A trigger is a database object that is automatically executed or filed when such a event such as inserting, updating, and deleting of the record system. Okay, that is what trigger is, guys. So have you understand the concept of triggers? Ashish, Geetika,
Yes, sir.
Jivida,
Yes, sir.
Lokesh.
Yes, yes,
Yes, yes. So
yes, sir.
that is what triggers is. Yes, I'm showing everything practically to you. I'm not saying any theoretical things. Okay, you should try to learn. Okay, so everything I'm crystal clear. I'm telling you with the examples. Okay, try to learn the scenarios, case, right?